Are you having trouble with money? I don't. I have a lot.
Wozniak here, Tom Pang. I hope your YouTube channel's going well. If you have skills in one area, it's important to pay attention to the other disciplines that make a business successful. Marketing and business itself, just wanting to be successful and make money so you can live forever. I wish you luck.
So you're having trouble with money. You don't have enough. Most people don't have enough money, right? And you're in your 20s. You're in your 20s and you're having trouble with money. What should you do? Very common question. I get a lot of that from my fans, right? So they message me, they tell me that, they want to make a lot of money, don't really have a plan. What should they do? They're in their early 20s. They dream to be rich one day, but they just don't know how to do it. But they look up to me, they listen, and they watch my channel, and they want to know how to do it and how to solve their troubles. Well, there's a reason why you have trouble with money and I don't, right? At a fundamental level, what's inside your brain, right? Really, it's all about how you think and what is your mindset, right? It boils down to that. It's not like, you have to be super intelligent. In fact, some of the richest people in the world, they're not that intelligent. There are people that are far more intelligent than them, but they work for the people that are not as intelligent because they have the right mindset. And let me explain more. So what do I mean by mindset? The people that are super successful, super rich with a lot of money, well, they don't give up. When they do something, they don't give up. They keep on trying. Their mindset is one of that, they will not fail. They will continue to do it. They will try different things. They may fail 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but that's not really failure, right? When you give up, that's when you fail. But when you keep on trying, you're still in the game, and they understand that. So the people that actually make a lot of money when they're in their youth, they try everything, they do everything. Let me tell you this, the simple fact is, none of us, you, me, anyone, are born with skill sets. I did not born with engineering skills. I wasn't born with marketing and sales skills. I wasn't born with financial management skills. I wasn't born with all those skills. Those skills I have to acquire over time, right? And the difference between people that can make a lot of money and people who cannot make a lot of money is really that the people who can make a lot of money are willing to make the sacrifice. They're willing to work Saturdays. When other people are like, well, it's Saturday, it's not a working day, I shouldn't be working. When other people are like that, they're working Saturdays, they're working Sundays, they're working nights, they're working 24 hours a day, if that's even possible. They're working 18 hours a day, making their dreams come true. And they did not have all the skills. They're learning skill one by one. I don't know how to do marketing, but let's start somewhere. I don't know how to do sales, but let's get a job as a pizza salesperson, right? I don't know how to write computer program. Let's start with reading a book, right? So those people, they acquire skill one after another, right? And most of you cannot do it. Most of you even struggle with learning one fucking skill. You can't even learn one fucking skill. And you know what? To be rich, to run a business, to become an entrepreneur, you need a lot of skills. You need skills to do marketing, sales, build a product. You need skills to manage people. You need skills in, financial management, everything, right? But you have to learn it one by one. Most people don't have the persistence. Most people don't have the perseverance to do it because they don't work on Saturdays. Saturday is day off. Don't bother me on Saturday, okay? Right? That's why they're poor. That's why they're fucking poor, all right? And unfortunately, most people settle with that poverty, you know? Like, you go through life long enough and you just settle with making, 13.5 million dong a month, and you're okay with that. That's okay for you. You've settled on it, all right? You decided that's good enough for you. And that's why you're fucking poor and you don't have money and you have trouble with money. At the end of the month, you run out of money and you wonder why the company hasn't paid you yet. And, that's why you're in that shithole. That's why you are in that scenario, because you're unwilling to learn new skills. You're unwilling to do anything to challenge yourself, right? See, I think it's great that young people like yourself start with a job. I do not advocate young people to start a business because I think that's fucking crazy, right? Because most of you do not have skills to become business people. Most of you do not have the skill set. You're gonna fail miserably in business. If you can't even do your fucking job, what makes you think you can start a business? You fucking idiot! You cannot start a business if you don't have all the skill sets. And the best way to learn these skill sets is by going into a company, doing a job, and taking it seriously and learn all the skills required to make that company successful. And when you acquire all those skills, then you can start considering starting your own business. Until then, you cannot do it. If you're working inside a company and you're like, well, this is not my job. Well, that's not my responsibility. I don't work on Saturdays. And, I'm still a student. I'm learning slowly. If you're like that, you think you're going to be successful running a business? Give me a fucking break. You're a fucking loser. You're going to die fucking poor. Poor! You understand? You're going to be in fucking poverty. How you work your job will tell me how you run a business. Do you understand? So the reason why you're having trouble with money, because you can't learn anything. You're unwilling to learn anything. When we ask you to learn something, you don't do it. And you blame everybody. You put the responsibility to everyone else. And how you do a job will tell me how you run a business. And you can't do it. You're going to be a fucking failure. You're going to be a fucking loser. You're going to be poor for your entire life. I can see it. Do you understand? So, how can you not have trouble with money? You're young. You're in your 20s. Learn all the fucking skills. Work a job. Learn it fast. Apply it. Prove that you can do it. When you learn all the skills, then one day maybe you can start your own media company. Maybe. Okay? Maybe. But until then, you're just a fucking piece of shit. Don't do it. Don't start a business. You're fucking useless. Look, when I was young, when I was in my teens, my early 20s, I'm not like you kids, okay? I call you kids because I'm old enough to be your parents. I'm old enough to be your dad, okay, for most of you. When I was in my youth, right, I have a lot of problems. I couldn't talk. I have this problem called social anxiety disorder. I was scared of people. I stutter when I see people. I'm scared to talk to people. And, but I know I need to overcome my challenges. Even with all those difficulties, I learn everything. I try everything. I talk to people. I try to do sales. Imagine how hard it was to do sales when you're stuttering, right? And then I do sales, I do everything. I learn everything. I write software. I read books. Nobody taught me anything. Nobody taught me anything. It's not like there's some magical teacher that teach me everything that I know. I have to learn everything myself. And that's the way to do it, right? And the way to do it is you learn and you try and you learn and you try and you make the necessary sacrifice. And unfortunately, kids of today's generation, you can't do it, man. You can't do it. You give up so fast. You give up so easily. You're not willing to make the sacrifice. You can't even work on Saturdays. What makes you think you're gonna be successful? What makes you think you're gonna have fucking money? What makes you think you're gonna have fucking money? You won't have any. You're fucking poor. Okay? If you really want to truly to have money, you cannot settle with what you have. If you're making $13.5 million a month, now's the time to say to yourself, this is not enough. This is not acceptable. How am I going to change this situation? Do not be comfortable with your poverty. If you're comfortable with your poverty, and that's the way it will be forever for you. Do not be comfortable with your poverty. Start thinking about how you're going to make more. And the only way to do that is learn more skills. Take fucking action. Don't be a fucktard.